So this is the sub. I did just pass probably one house. You know, it was beautiful all the way down, but it just passed a whole bunch of houses, really nice looking houses. Finally found one junk house with like 25 cars in front of it. Looked a little bit like a junkyard, but a lot of this looks pretty good. It almost kind of reminds me of almost like an Alaskan fishing village. Roads are pretty darn windy, but it's kind of fun to drive that. But you can kind of get a vibe for going down here. I'm going to be on the other side now. Not a lot of traffic on the road today, as it's New Year's Eve. But you can kind of get a feel for what it looks like down there. We're still pretty high up. We got a ways to go. Better than I remember. It's been a little while since I've been here. Here's kind of what I'm looking at as I drive down the road. But yeah, it's an interesting place. I think really it's about finding some neighbors who will look after your property. That's always an important thing here. Finding a good tenant who would stay in that lower unit for you. That's it. If there's any issue with Paradise, it's people getting a little light-fingered with things. So definitely nice to have somebody who is in one of your, the lower unit, kind of looking after stuff. To me, that's more important than having a vacation rental permit. Vacation rental permit means you can rent it with nobody in the downstairs unit, but it sure is nice to have somebody, kind of looking after your interest, especially since you're not on island.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Iwalu Avenue.
And obviously I'm here, but I'm on the other side of the island, which means I'm about an hour and a half from here. Yeah, I'm seeing some boats, some this and that, but I'm not seeing any craziness that makes me think that.
Take the next right onto Iwalu Avenue, then turn left onto Ilau Avenue.
This really is came a long way. Looks like it's doing a lot better than it used to. It used to look a little more junky and a little more. Looks like they've definitely.
Turn left onto Ilau Avenue, then your destination will be on the right.
So we're pretty close. I would say 300 yards to the ocean, and we're turning on AO Street. So these would be your neighbors. Is that guy? You can see you had asked that question, and he's got a tank in the back of his truck. So maybe I should go talk story with him and ask him. Hopefully this is giving you a pretty good vibe of now we're pretty close. And then this would be, this house is on the corner. And that would be it right there.
Your destination is on the right.
So part of it probably, first impressions. Let me pull over. And get out of the car. Alright. First impressions is it kind of levels off here. Everybody's on a hill, but this kind of is a level little spot. So, you ideally don't have, this is it right here. You don't have oceanfront until you go down Where you see that sign that says slow down there just a little bit, where it's at 50.